Welcome back to my channel. I hope you're well. So this video is going to be on this cool little package that I got in the post yesterday from Benefit. This is basically all their Porefessional goodies. So it's a camera, which is pretty awesome, and it opens up a bit like this and it has 4 products in it. So I thought I would do a first impressions and see how they last on the skin, basically, because I am a pore mess and I thought my skin would be a good kind of indication of whether these are good products or not. Now it does have a Porefessional primer in it, which I've used over the years, and this is probably my favourite primer ever. So I have used this before, but the other 3 I've never used. So we have Matte Rescue, which is step 1. So this is Prep, and it's an invisible finish mattifying gel. So you're meant to put this on first, and then you put your Porefessional primer on, which is meant to be pore minimizing. And then we have Pore Minimizing Makeup. So this is a foundation. And then the last product is the Agent Zero Shine. So this is a shine control powder. So yeah, I thought I would throw them all on my face. Kind of, what time is it now? It's 3:30 now, and kind of see what happens, first impressions, and then come back to you in a few hours and see what my skin looks like. So let's get into it. So the first product, as I said, is this Porefessional Matte Rescue. I don't really know why you have to use both of these, and I believe I have seen people using this on its own as well, but sure, we'll give it a whirl. If I am kind of going out for a long day, I would usually use something like Milk of Magnesia on my skin before primer. So this isn't kind of a new thing to me, so I'm just going to put it on my hand. Ooh, it smells nice. And rub it into my skin. So if you're wondering, if you do watch my videos kind of every week, I'm currently painting. So that wall is that ugly yellow colour, and this wall is hopefully going to be the colour of that all the walls will be. But it's definitely a process because there's a lot in this room. So I'm kind of taking my time with it. But I finished this wall and I'm very happy with myself. I did it all by myself. But anyway, back to the makeup. So that feels really nice and smooth actually on the skin. It didn't feel like a primer going on. It felt more like a moisturising gel. But yeah, so as I said, it smells nice as well. Don't really know what it's supposed to do, but feels nice. So next up is Porefessional. This is probably, dare I say, my favourite primer ever. It just does a really good job at minimising pores and filling everything in. It's like putty for your face. So I'm going to pat some of that in, particularly over my nose. That's where most of my large pores are, but I am going to kind of put a little bit everywhere. And then for the foundation, well, they're calling it a Pore Minimizing Makeup. So it comes in this weird little packaging that you unscrew the top, and it has like a little pointed tube, and it has a little button here that you press, and that's meant to make the foundation come out. Oh, it's making a bubble. So how will I do this? I might put it on my hand. Oh yeah, so it kind of comes out and drops. That's actually pretty cool. Now this is number 2, which is too dark for me. I would definitely be number 1. It comes in 5 shades. So I'm very aware of that, but I'm going to use it anyway. I'm using a damp sponge to apply. I don't know what kind of coverage. Oh, you're meant to shake it. I didn't shake it. Don't let it fall either. Oh yeah, it has like a little mixing bowl in it, so shake it. So I'll try that again. Put some on my hand. As I said, it's too dark for me. I'm well aware of that. But it'll be okay. It's not the worst match in the world. On me, the coverage is quite light. But oh, sugar. I shouldn't be using my own sponge. It comes with its sponge. Okay. What we've learned from this is to read the instructions on things. So it says, release 1 to 2 drops onto sponge, pat and blend on pore problem areas or all over the face. Apply on bare skin or over makeup. So putting 2 drops onto the sponge that it comes with. Okay, it definitely applies more full, well, more coverage with the little sponge. Probably should have did my research on this before I started recording. Okay, I don't like this sponge. I'm going back to my Real Techniques one. It's just not spreading it the way I would want. So on me, I'm quite pink toned and this is more yellow toned and obviously a little too dark for me. So I don't know whether this is like just an added step to pore minimize. I can't say it's really minimizing anything, although the primer has already kind of done its job. Like I suppose it's even out my skin, so it did that okay. But if you do want to use it as a foundation, you have to use a fair amount. Well, sure, I'd leave it there. Like that's enough coverage for me for an everyday makeup, and I'll go in with some concealer and all that kind of stuff to, as I would normally do, to kind of cover up under eyes and blemishes and stuff like that. And then I'll come back to you and apply the powder. So I've applied a bit more slap, bit of eye makeup, bit of brow, a bit of blush, and looking closer in the mirror, I can definitely see that my skin is mattified, but not in a like crispy or dry way. Like it's just matte the way I would like it matte to be as an oily skin person. And that, well, I'm calling it a foundation. This calls it a makeup. This foundation is very, very light, but it does even out skin tone and it is matte but not drying on the skin as well. So if you want like a light coverage foundation, if you have oily skin, this could be a goer for you, although I don't think I would be using this sponge, but it would be handy for on the go if you're out and about. So the last thing to do is to add some of the Porefessional Agent Zero Shine Powder. So this comes in a little shaker. Yeah, does it have... Yeah, so you just open the little shaker and then underneath there's a little brush, which is handy. And Benefit like brushes, like I know the ones in the box of blushes are really handy, like they're pretty decent brushes. So this is a mattifying pore perfecting invisible finish ultra lightweight powder. So I'm just going to dump some into the cap. It does have a colour to it. I don't know if that'll show up on the skin, but I'm going to swirl the brush around and then apply it to my face. Okay, I need a bit more than that. And because my skin is pretty matte now, I don't feel like I need too much powder, because I still want it to look like skin. But actually this powder is pretty lightweight. It's not looking too detectable. Like obviously you can see I have powder on my skin, but yeah, it's not caking up or anything like that. Okay, this brush is a little bit scratchy. It'll be good for on the go though. Oh, I like this powder. I'm a bit of a powder junkie. I kind of have to be. 2 last steps of my makeup. Bit of highlighter, just to bring a bit of life back in. Bit of Mary Lou. And because I am only going to walk the dog, and I do love it, one of the Clarins Instant Lip Perfectors. And now my makeup is done. It is currently 4:15. It's a bit later in the day, but I was painting. And the plan is, it's quite a nice day. It's been a nice few days here in Dublin, so I think we're going to bring the dog to the beach. So that'll be a good test for all this makeup, and I'll check back in with you later to see how it has held up. So it's very much the end of the day, as my dishevelled appearance will probably tell you, but I just wanted to come back in. It's now 10:15, so this has been on 6 hours, which isn't very long, but I suppose like I have been kind of, I was wandering around IKEA and brought the dog for a walk, so I have been kind of out and about and haven't touched up anything. I'm definitely more shiny than I was when I was on camera earlier. nothing has really, like, I still have makeup on. There isn't a lot of it, but I still have makeup on. Like, my skin doesn't look too horrendous to what I can do. Like, I'll probably have to put powder on every kind of 4 hours if I'm out and about because the oil does tend to seep through. I can notice though that my pores are definitely noticeable. Like, nothing's covering them up. Yeah, other than that, like, everything is still okay. There's just oil after coming through. Overall, I'm a huge fan of the primer. I'm not really sure about this. I have to keep trying to use it, and I'll maybe use this on its own and kind of see if that works as a primer as well. But I will keep using both of these. The new foundation, I'm not really sure about. It looked nice when I put it on, and it's very, very subtle on the skin, which is good. Like, I can definitely, like, there's no gathering or oxidizing or anything like that on my skin. So if you're looking for a light layer of foundation, this could be a good one as an oily skin gal. For me, I kind of need a little bit more coverage, I think. But I will keep trying it and kind of see if there's other ways I can use it to make it more beneficial to my skin. And then I really like the powder. It's nice and lightweight, and it did mattify when it mattified to begin with. Obviously it's kind of faded away, and I am very much a face toucher, so that kind of affects how long my makeup lasts as well. I will definitely probably use my own brush the next time I use it, but obviously it's really handy if you're out and about and you just want to pop this in your handbag. This brush is grand. It's just, I think I would prefer using another brush. So yeah, overall the foundation may not be for me. I think it's a bit too light coverage, but I will keep trying it to see if I can make it work. I'm already a fan of the primer, and I'll keep trying the Matte Rescue as well because I know people really like this too. So yeah, if you follow me on social media, you'll probably hear me talking about this stuff again. But they're my first impressions. Sorry, I'm at the trying to put the brush back into that, getting distracted. It's too late in the evening now. I'm going to wash my face, jump into bed and watch some YouTube videos. So yeah, if you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe. And as always, thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you in my next one. Bye bye.